Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. This is not your first time. Thank you for coming back. So, how does my audio sound? Does it sound okay? Or can you guys hear me at all? Un momento, por favor. All right. Sounds good. Okay, I'm using a new mic that my dear friend helped me to figure out how to set up. I don't know. I don't even think I need this. Let's be honest, girl. I don't think we need this. I don't think we need this.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Put some sugar on me in the name of love. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. Welcome. We're going to be doing readings, and it should just be readings. Hold on, guys. In the name of love, put some sugar on me. Dang it. Hold on. Let me remove some of this. It's supposed to only be those two. Can't get enough. Put some sugar on me. All right, guys. All right. So we're going to be doing readings and scans right now. If you would like to get a reading or a scan, please do check out this link. Oh, I've never been to a Def Leppard concert, but I really liked that song. What are their other songs? I don't remember.
I don't know. Just remember the one-handed drum.
Yeah, what is this? My hair is crazy right now. All right, so let's do some number wars. Here we go. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see. Oh, what? The first comment that I see that matches the number I have written will get a reading from me. Pour some sugar on me in the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. I can't get enough. All right, guys, let us see. Daddy, this is the number. El numero. Oh, shit, I didn't take my supplements today. Too late. Too late, girl. Put some sugar on me. Let us see. So what's the energy like for you guys today?
They can't answer that. They're playing the number wars.
Hey.
You can't be asking questions and then
Okay.
number wars. So close.
So close. Baby, can't you see? I'm falling.
There it is.
Bella Nova, congratulations. You won an 82. I'm falling. A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous. I'm calling. It flipped. All right, let's do this. Congratulations, Bellanova. Here we go. Medicine of the Divine Mother. Choose your divine medicine to feel grounded and peaceful. Your morning walk, daily prayer or yoga class, your time to dance each evening or meditate, to do an oracle card reading, or to sit quietly with a cup of tea and reflect upon what you are grateful for in that moment. Simple daily routines done with awareness allow you to feel my love for you. That's awesome. Ooh, girl. Okay. So the love for you comes from a parental figure. This is a message from a parental figure. There are red dragonflies all over. This transformation will take you from simply servition that will help you to begin thriving. That was beautiful. Thank you for that. I was telling my friend, if I have to hold the mic, I'm going to be acting hella much extra. Daddy, do you want to choose a number?
Sure.
Okay, I'll just choose one for you. Here, choose a number. So pick a number from 1 to 100. The first person that we see, that whatever. Y'all know what we're talking about. Okay. You had to make it all extra, didn't you? Oh, Kurt. Oh, Kurt. My cousin's husband's name is Kurt. Kirk? Kurt. What? Kirk. Oh, shit. I hope you don't watch this. Sorry, Kirk. I'm horrible with names sometimes, you guys. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. Sometimes I do know what I do and I still do it. And be honest. That one of my most best qualities is I'm always honest, even about my fluffery. It took me quite a few years to learn his name. Nadine! Nadine C. Congratulations. You won at 57. Nadine C. That's what I used to say. I told you that.
Hey,
Captain Kirk. Well, Mom used to call him Kirk. Kurt. I'm all confused now. I'm confused. Congratulations, Nadine. All right. You guys want to hear a secret? A public secret? I'm confused most of the day. For the past couple years, I've just been a confused person.
Tell them about your keys.
Shush. What about my keys?
That you never use them.
I feel like you're being judgmental right now.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just being so judgmental. But you like me helpless. That's the problem. He likes me like this. All right, Nadine. Sister of Shambhala. Put your faith in light and believe that good things can and will happen. We do not need to deny darkness, but nor do we need to place our minds there. There are lighter dwelling places into which our minds can settle. Trust in the spring that follows the winter. Ooh, girl. You're a Greyhound bus right now? Oh, shoot. She's traveling. Wow, I got to show you guys. We'll do one more, but I got to show you guys this. So my friend was telling me all the things that I needed to be able to do the things that I'm intending to do with this equipment. And I don't know if I lost the converter, whatever the heck it's called, piece. But
I know where it went. Being
that I am a proud Pinay, we are a people of ingenuity.
I know where it went.
Yes, boo. Yes, we don't need no converter. Okay, I've converted it. All right, let's see. A payment plan for a private scam, or we don't do payment plan for expedites, but if you're needing a private session, message contact at emmieevolving.com and we'll see what can be done. Hold on. I see a number in my mind and the bottle beside me. I see a number. All right. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see that matches the number I have written. will be able to win something. Daddy, is the link not working?
I see nothing wrong with it.
Nick, yes, I can be rid of the iguana humanoid. Oh, here, the number, Daddy.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can deal with the iguananoids. I'm sorry. This microphone makes me feel like being chill is not enough. Kel Pikachu. Kel, you won at 26.
Kel Pikachu, you won.
Pikachu.
Is that a Pikachu name?
What? Kel, you've won. Congratulations. Oh, look at these numbers. These numbers are gorgeous. Ooh, wee. Okay, let me go ahead and get the cards. These numbers are ridiculously gorgeous. Okay. Kel. Ooh, wee. Kel, there is some stuff going on. Sorry. What? Let me put this away. Kel, there's some stuff. Oh, hold on. Everybody, hold on. 88% at 444, 35, 8. Fuck yeah. 1215, which also ends up as 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. That's some good shit right there. Kel, her hand gentles the war. No matter how much chaos there seems to be in your world, trust it. It is just what is necessary to move you into the right place at the right time for what is meant to be in your future. When it is no longer needed, her hand shall gentle and end the war. So there's a lot of, I guess, like chaotic things going on in your life or in your environment right now. And those things are happening for purpose, okay? It might seem like generalized things are occurring, but I know soul to sometimes use the general in order to affect something very personal, okay? I like the way you are, Kate. All right, let us see what's going on. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. All right, let's see what's going on. If you would like to get a reading, ooh, look at these. If you, I'm sorry. If you'd like to get a reading, thank you, Maud, for posting that. Is Frey on your side? What's the date today? The 9th. I like the way you look. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. Okay, Illis Black Pepper. Are you here, Ilse Pimienta? Let's see. Oh, girl. Girlfriend. Okay, I gotta put a little disclaimer out. You asked a very specific question about a very specific individual. Typically what happens is I will only be allowed to know things that involve you, okay? If they're doing things on their own, I won't be given that information simply because of sovereign privacy, okay? You always sing no diggity. Let me just finish this. Shoot me down, 'cause it's you who has further to fall. Talking loud, not saying much. Criticize all your bullets ricochet. Oh shit. Okay, that doesn't mean anything bad necessarily. Oh. Illis black pepper is the question in your mind. Are you wondering if there is infidelity? Is that the direction that your questioning is going towards? Or are you asking more if they are interested in you? Can you guys hear all of that outside, or is that minimal? You know there was a third person. Okay. Okay. More about interested in you. All right. All right. Okay. So there was a lot of dark, shadowy type things, behaviors that were trying to be contained, possibly hidden away. So you're already aware of that. So this also ties into fact and genuine knowledge, honoring personal truths. Are old beliefs sabotaging the future? So I'm wondering if this is trying to tell you to let that go. I'm wondering if they have actually learned their lesson. It's not what we believe, but how we believe. Does what you believe make you kinder? Are you willing to lose another for your beliefs? There are many ways, not just your way. Educate, don't indoctrinate. Seek a kind approach. Lift others up. Oh God, I hate the fact that I can't lie for others. I can't lie for others. There's still shit going on. I don't know if they're still continuing. I don't know if they're still continuing activity with someone else, or new activity with a new person, or if there's just more to this that they didn't want to. They're hiding something. They're hiding something. And I want so badly for this reading to be a positive one, but it doesn't necessarily feel that way. And I could be reading this wrong because I'm hangry. We just never know. But I didn't feel like that was you. So I don't know, again, if they are still in contact with someone else, or if there is just, if there's still just residual connection there, thoughts, whatever it is. Do you know if the third person, the third party circumstance, if that was with a water sign? So going beyond infatuation and attraction, intimacy, sharing, giving, and communication, time to forgive and seek reconciliation, meeting of minds and hearts, put aside judgment and blame, maintain independence and avoid codependence, avoid taking sides. So are you a water sign? Because now I'm kind of wondering, did I just get triggered by the feelings that I got from this? And then I was totally like, fuck you. You don't do this to the Illis black pepper. ever. Are you a water sign? He's a water sign. Hold up, girl. I got you. I got you. Let's ask Bish. Yeah. Okay. Immediately, Bish is like, please no. All right. Let's ask. In regards to this, is he finding a deeper connection with you? Bish, don't. You want to answer the question, okay? Just answer it. You can't just sit, study, and shake. Bish, is this illest in this card? Bish, I was sorry that I yelled at you. I'm just hangry. Don't be like that, Bish. Tell me, is that in reference to illest in this card? Shit. Bish, get back in your box. Who asked you these questions? Girl, oh my God. Why did I ask, Bish? It's not you that the card is referencing. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. It's not you it's referencing. And I don't know if I'm just being a total penis head by saying there's a potentiality that what these cards are telling you is that he's processing things and trying to get beyond past whatever it was that occurred. I don't know, but there's a lot of reference to another individual, and there's a lot of I keep hearing like cloak and dagger type thing. Do you know what his moon is? Because it's this feeling of like there's something about this that kind of makes him feel like, excitement about can he keep this from you? I don't know what he's keeping. Or it might just be something dark that is trying to insinuate this type of storyline. The energy feels off. I'm going to be very honest. The energy, I'm not sure why. It just feels really off to me. Yeah, I you know who you should talk to. If you have all his info, I can't say that. I don't know if he would do it. Huh? He's a Pisces. His karmic is doing there's shit going on, girl. There is a lot of shit going on. 95% at 455. That's 95. 4 plus 5 is 9. 5. 9595 mirrors. 1414 going down to 55. This is a lot of change needs to occur. A lot of change is in the works for you. I don't know if he's gonna kill me. You should go talk to Unified Astrology on Insta. Do a session with him so he can give you an idea of your cycles that you're going through, karmic lessons that you're involved in. Whew, girl, it's not a good feeling. But go to Unified Astrology. He's on Instagram. All right. Let's see. Oh, if you need to see what his page looks like, let us see. Let us see. This right here. Oh, yeah. It's this right here. Unified.astrology. So go check him out. Check them out. Let's see what's next. Plum ponds. Plum ponds. Please come to the front. Ooh. Ooh.
She's here.
Okay. You're welcome. Plum. Would you rather do a scan or do you want me to ask the cards? Hey, Daddy, is there any more of that that white stick snack?
Huh?
The white stick snack. It's like, I don't remember what it's called.
Tahini?
Tahini. I think it might be in the pantry.
already ate them all.
I'm pretty sure I ate the whole box. Plum, would you prefer a scan? Okay. I think a scan would be more appropriate considering what you're experiencing and what questions you're asking. All right, let's see. There's free-floating black matter towards the back of your head. And then there's like little fragments that are in the frontal lobe, your front lobe. Hold on. Do you feel like your behavior has changed? Like the way you do you feel like, I don't know, it's your frontal lobe, it's like little fragments. I don't know 5G to do this. I don't know that it's parasitic either. It's almost like shit. I didn't realize that. I was trying to find a word to describe it. I was like, it's almost like, and then I hear shrapnel. Is pressure that you feel towards the right back of your head, inside, right, this area, inside your head? Do you feel pressure there? Is someone frying chicken?
No, I cooked it.
Let me look what you said again. Okay. So your dreams, were you or were you someone else? Did you look the same that you look now? Could you tell? Did your hands look the same? I'm wondering if it's previous life stuff. You were a little blonde kid that had bionic sight and hearing. I wonder if you were recalling past life stuff and you were neutralized. a nice way of saying assassinated. Feels like a black smoke right here, and then it fragments in the front of the brain. Or I've just been watching too many sniper movies. That's the first thing that comes to mind. And I mean, I didn't think of sniper stuff for the last read, but it feels like you were assassinated. Entry wound, fragment, right out, right here. And exit wound, but not before the fragments spread through the frontal lobe. You're going to have to do a lot of work to clear that. I'm wondering if I'm wondering if it is coming up because you need to clear that previous life stuff, because this is a life where many of us are having the opportunity to clear out past life traumas, karmic loads, things like that. It ended with you in a plane with a few adults. Did the adults look like officials? It's almost this feeling like you were created in that life, not just born, but created, like specifically designed.
Yes.
They look like officials. Mm. Mm. Oh, shit. Did it feel like around the time of the 50s or 60s? Yeah, I see a private plane too. It doesn't seem like a huge plane. And I get the feeling of like, I don't know, 50s or 60s. Were you born in the 70s? Or you don't have to answer that. I'm sorry. I feel like this was your last life before this life. I don't know. This is past life stuff coming back up. I wonder if you already had abilities. And when I say you were created, I wonder if they manipulated brain function to try and amplify these things. It didn't feel like the US, did it? Did it feel like the USSR? Because it kind of feels like the USSR to me. And they spent a shit ton of money from, like, I want to say the 40s all the way through the 70s, trying to develop and study higher sensory perception. The US. The USSR, former Soviet Russia, before they broke up. This is very fascinating. Very fascinating. That meditation that I have for inner child healing, you might want to do that while you think of this little person, this blonde kid. Okay. Was it a blonde boy? I want to say boy. Hopefully, if you do those meditations, excuse me. Hopefully, if you do those meditations, it can help clear whatever this past life stuff is. But it definitely feels like past life. Okay. Let me see. Brianna Marie. I love what you wrote. Oh my gosh. You're welcome, Plum. I wonder if you escaped and that's why you felt like they found you. You guys, I love this. Whatever this is, I can eat it and I love it. It has tahini, glucose syrup, sugar, vegetable oil, mono and diglycerides. Saponic fruit extract. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's good. I don't care. I'm eating it. Hi, Brianna. All right, let me. What's that for the? Okay, I'm gonna do your Claire Tarot first, okay? I'm sorry I'm eating on the live, you guys. But I totally forgot to eat before I came live. What?
God forbid you eat a snack.
Someone tried to cuss me out real good while I was live on Facebook because I ate something. I was like, bitch, do you not see how fucking malnourished I look? Do you not see how stinking little I look? Which I just wanted to eat. I wasn't even hungry. Because I love food. I love food. Sometimes. All right. This is interesting. Card number 21, Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. This is a twin card. This is a twin card. No, let's do it. Don't let my salty modify your question. Don't worry. So this has a tendency to do with a twin flame type of connection, and I'm wondering if that's what this actually is. A twin flame connection. Again, the whole red scarf around the throat. It has to do with a communication that ties into your sense of survival as well as to your sacral chakra, your root and your sacral chakra. I never noticed this detail before. There's 3 like claw thingies that come out from her ear, both sides. I've noticed the eggs. Something about 3. Hey, Dada, could you get that book right there that ties into this deck? It's right there. The box, I mean. It's second from the left. No, this, yeah. Yep. That's it. I want to know what this means. I definitely don't want to give you the wrong information when it comes to twin flame stuff. I'm joking. I'm poking at you. Poke, poke, poke. Here we go. In the chaos of modern life, in the constant fluctuations of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lies within. Yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activity, there is an endless, vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. Let me see. This is the way of the mind, which can make mountains out of molehills, even when it thinks it's turning mountains into molehills. There is the way of the heart. It is subterranean and moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward and through dangerous pathways and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. Oh, no, girl, no. Girl, no. I think Michael is full of shit today. Are you a demon? Okay. The reason I'm triggered by Michael is because I don't even think that's Michael. You decide how you want to take this. I was told to encourage you to do a candle magic ceremony. And it would be something especially, I don't do this shit. I don't offer this. I'll tell you this much right now, girl. It would have to be certain herbs that are specifically calibrated for this work and what you do with the stuff in. I think this is bullshit. The intention of the candle ceremony would be to burn any bindings that have kept you separated and to pull them back in. Mm-mm.
Okay, let's discard it and do a general.
Let me just. So I burned Michael, he melted, and then another Michael comes forward, burned that one, didn't melt, and I was just like, be quiet, don't talk. But it was almost like this feeling of that would have been the right. Why would you need to do that? Y'all, hold up a minute. Let me just. Can you hand me my thing, Daddy?
What thing?
My torch. We also have card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. You are the one that's worthwhile. It's you that's worthwhile. You have to defend yourself. You know as well as I know, you don't have to pull anything in. Girl, you just got it like that. You do. You don't have to beg or any of that with anyone. Have you been feeling that he is kind of off? Has he had off energy if you've spoken to him? And he's the one that's been stating twin flame stuff, right? He's been telling you that kind of stuff that I mean, is he even spiritual? Or did he just like happen to come across that and now that's the reason why you need to let him back in? Because I feel like a lot of major fuckery is going on. A lot. He said he kind of believes it, but not really. Daddy, when a man talked to me about, would you tell me stuff that you kind of believe but don't believe if you didn't feel like it was going to further an end for you. Do men do that just to discuss spiritual theories? No, right?
No.
Because I kind of feel like, and I'm not saying he's this way, but I kind of feel like there are those males in spiritual communities. They're going to hate me for saying this, but it's the fucking truth. There are males, just like females, but there are males who utilize spiritual teachings, spiritual clout in order to get the girls. Again, I can't necessarily say that I think that's what he's doing, but it feels like there's some sort of encouragement coming from somewhere around him. I don't know if it's a parasitic thing, but a type of encouragement bringing this information to him to help justify continuing to access you. You called that. I've seen a lot of them to get what they want. Ooh, That's why I be fighting with people so much. Motherfucker, I don't care how spiritual you are. You're still an asshole. I'm just saying. Let me just. All right. Oh, no, not all right. So I'm kind of, he lashed out at you for no reason. I think something is off. It feels like something is off. Maybe that's why you're getting this card, defend to the end, the worthwhile. And then card number 30, the perfection of your life. Some shit's going wrong, but I think this card has to do with him. Something in his life is burning down, is being destroyed, and he's trying to just focus on presenting a unified front. I'm wondering if something is trying to use him as a Trojan to access you. I don't necessarily feel like he's a bad guy, but I wonder if a Trojan is being used to get him to access you. Because again, it feels like not all the facts are being presented and that there's manipulation on his end. And I don't mean that he's manipulating you. I mean that something is manipulating his thought process and perception. So, I'm doing me some candle stuff. Un momento, por favor. All right. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. And then with this, the x-ray of the jaw, there are words that are being kept hidden. And it's an important thing for you to see what's not being said. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and do your scan. But is he a twin flame? There's a potentiality that he is. A twin flame connection is not the highest or deepest level of connectivity. There's another level above that. But even then, even if they are your twin ray, that doesn't excuse the fuckery. I don't think so. I don't think so. So I do feel like the two of you still have things that are needing to be experienced while connected. Does connection mean a romantic relationship? I don't know. I don't know. All right. And then just a general, okay. So if you would like to get a scan or a reading, please check out this link unless Daddy already closed it, at which point you can't check it out. Let's breathe very deep and very slow. Brianna, I see to your right, behind you to your right, kind of like the back of your armpit area, there is a very dense, dark energy there. Have you been feeling anything there lately? Did you seriously call me home slice? I am not just a slice, I'm the whole fucking loaf. I'm joking, but not really. Do you feel anything there, Brianna? Um, the back of your armpit and kind of the right side of your ribs, that area. Like the way you're okay. Some sweating. Okay. And then is your low back hurting as well? So it seems like I think before there was an attempt to access that area, right? Your sacral or your sacrum, not sacral, sacrum, your very low back. Um, I don't think the attempts have stopped, and it's almost like a hair away from actually poking through. Um, you're very close to a parasitic circumstance in the low back. Let me see. Are you comfortable with activating? It seems like, and the outside of your auric shield is scratched up, like gouged in several areas. Almost like, you know, when a dog is locked in a, I'm sorry, microphone. You know, when a dog is locked in a room and it's like um, scratching at the door. Have you ever seen that? That's what I'm sorry, that's what your shield looks like. Like something was just clawing like that. And then the low back area, um, oh, it looks almost like there's a divot. Is that a word? Divot. Okay, yes, a divot is a little piece of earth that flies up and something sharp hits it, like an animal sharp hooves. Okay, it looks like a divot, like almost like something tried to ram a spike into it, but it couldn't really get all the way through, and a chunk came out with it. So it's a small piece. That's small, probably like the size of a plain M&M. Since we're dealing in terms of food, it's like a plain M&M, that size, and it's just a hair away from actually busting through. You have to make sure you fill that in, okay? Um, ooh, something just tried to like go for my throat. I was about to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if this came from the person you were asking about. If it did come from them, they're not doing it intentional. I know that for a fact. They're not doing it intentional, but I wonder if they have a parasitic issue and it's using them as a Trojan to access you. Um, you might want to forward him the link for my parasitic circumstance video and ask him if he has those symptoms. And if he does, then it might be a good idea to consider a parasitic extraction. Um, have you been feeling nauseous? As my mother would say, nauseated. Are you nauseated? Have you? Have you been feeling a little bit queasy and nauseous? Nauseated. I fucking love how she would say things. Mhm. Okay, so he probably is, at the very least, some sort of twin flame, and it's now starting to affect you. I wonder if you were the target to begin with and something jumped on him. Okay. Hmm. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but at least in some roundabout way, you got the answer. He's a twin flame. But it's okay, girl. We got several of those. We have several twin flames throughout our life. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But when it's a twin ray, that's a whole different story. I'm just messing around. No, but I'm serious, but I'm just messing around with my snarkiness. He's gonna need to resolve that, or it's gonna breach into you. All right. So, oh shoot. I thought we were almost done. I didn't know that it didn't. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I like the way you're working. No diggity. I'm about to break it up. Aaron Dowling. Okay. So we got that. And we got this one.
Aaron's here.
Okay, yeah, I'm just reading his thing. All right, Aaron. Oh, let's go back to the first question. All right. So two of your questions kind of come together. So I'll just mark this and then go back to this. All right, let us see. All right. For the first question, for the first and separate question regarding the reach out. Okay. Okay. Aaron, do you feel something on your very mild pressure on your chest and your upper back above your shoulder blades? Do you feel anything there right now? Uh-oh, he's buffering. You have a parasitic circumstance again, Aaron. Shit. Can you see me now? Madeline, you don't know what a twin flame is? Consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself beyond blessed. Okay, so Aaron, I'm wondering if you have a parasitic circumstance again. First, the energy feels weird. Second, you're now buffering. Third, the energy feels extra weird. Do you have any mild pressure either on the upper portion of your chest or your upper back? Very mild pressure. Almost a sensation of a hand very lightly touching you. You're feeling your parasite. All right. to answer the first two questions regarding sending something. So these two cards come up: Ten of Cups, Six of Wands, party, celebration, happiness, good things, victory news. But then you pair it with the Moon card, deception or delays, emotions up or down, maybe deceiving yourself emotionally. So I totally understand that this is the outcome that you want, either to be able to reunite or to have her message you, like for her to be the one to reach out. But, you know, this is a deception, emotional deception on your part. Okay. I think it's a part of the way that you're processing everything that's going on. Ooh. I'm burning candles and they just like flared. I think it's part of how you're processing what's going on, your grief, the heartbreak. It's not that you're processing wrong. It's just a normal part of your process. Now, the memories that you've shared is weighing very heavily on you. You're holding on to that, but it's almost like you need a reminder that those are memories. Even if you were to reconnect, those memories are not coming back. Those are things that you have with you forever, things that you could cherish on your own forever. Does it mean that you're not going to get back together? I don't know. It's just a reminder of you needing to know this, that these are your memories. Nothing can ever take that away from you. You're wanting to shelter her from things, from the environment, from the weather. And you're doing that writing on memories. You pair these two together, you're writing on memories. But are you just taking yourself for a ride? Card number 48, night ride. Are you just taking yourself for a ride by trying to use the desire to protect her as a way to try and get her to come back? And it's not necessarily that it's a manipulative thing that you're doing. I don't feel that. It feels more like something else is manipulating you to feel like it's your duty, it's your job to protect her, and that she's kind of helpless and she needs you there. That's not why you want to be in a relationship. You should choose to be in a relationship because there's no one else you would rather have by your side, not because you believe that she's incapable and you're the only one that's going to be able to take care of her. And I don't know if that's what you're actually thinking or feeling, but that's the impression that these cards are giving me. We also have card number 23, the gift. So again, this is about you trying to figure out how to survive. And again, trying to shelter her. And there's the gift that you're trying to give. It's just like a really odd sense of you're not sure where you're headed. Look at her feet. I've never noticed this, but her feet are almost invisible. It's almost invisible, and it's almost like um, a sense of you're just kind of doing things that you feel like you're obligated to do to kind of help her to understand and be on the same page as you. But in reality, the two of you aren't even really facing each other, connecting, being aware of each other. So, man, should you give a gift though? I feel like no. Well, you don't have to know where you're headed. That's the thing. I don't necessarily feel like um, I don't feel like you're messing up or anything like that. I feel like this is just a prolonged process of grieving. Um, and I feel like something's messing with you. How has your feelings been today? Was there a good feeling in the morning, and as the day has gone on, that good feeling has returned to like kind of confusion, frustration? because it's I'm not sure if let's see. Past 2 days have been kind of down. Give me 1 second. How have you felt physically? I think something's messing with you. Let me just give me 1 second, okay? I just gotta find. Here we go. So okay. How has your head felt? Oh, did he answer okay to the head?
It came in the time that you asked.
Huh?
It was like, I don't know how to say it. Before you finished that question, you really wrote okay.
Slight headaches. When did the slight headaches start? Did that start just a few days ago? About a week. I feel like something is definitely affecting your thought process. And I'm wondering if you've been extra down. See, buffering again. I'm wondering if you've been extra down because you're getting to a point where you're trying to move forward, and it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that at all. Nick, if you have an entity issue, I can't do anything for you in a live stream, hon. I can't expose people to a known parasitic thing, okay? You might want to consider a private session if you already know you have an iguana issue with your eye. So let me see your other questions, Erin. So I'm feeling like the guidance, Erin, from your higher self is to not get derailed. No, the link is closed, guys. Let me see. Guidance from your higher self. Ooh, that's mean. It's parasitic, Erin. It's parasitic. I know you just had an extraction. Do you want to convert your final question to a bioscan? Man, you just had an extraction too. So here you go. It's all in your head. Okay. You're being fed information. Well, not necessarily information, but you're being manipulated, emotionally manipulated by something. Card number 12, Hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. So to me, this is kind of confirmation, this feeling that I get that, you know, you're being messed with again. And then mosaic, let chance play its creative role in your life. It's almost like you have to blind yourself to what you, I'm sorry, Mike. You have to blind yourself to what you had envisioned this was going to play out as. This is a completely different path than what you had wanted. Erin, I think your final expedite, the final question you paid for, I think it would be best if you convert that to a bioscan. I don't want you to pay for another extraction if it's not in your field. If it's not in your auric field and it's just trying to mess with you from outside your field, an extraction is not going to help that. Do you want to change it to a bioscan? Okay, let's do that then. So breathe very deep and very slow. Do you feel anything at the base of your throat? I'm sensing Lilith energy. I don't know if you feel anything at the base of your throat, but I saw what looked like, what do you call it? Like smoky, dense energy kind of go down your head and solidify into an actual form. And it looked like a serpentine shape and it entered in through the throat, the low throat. Oh. Did you wake up this morning with a sore throat? Let me look at your results again. Yep, nothing in the throat. The back of the neck, I had seen, nothing in the throat. So she went around like right at the base of the throat is where I saw it enter. And from the looks of it, there was no, it's almost like there was really no, it came on as the day went. Shit. Erin, email my page, email contact@emmieevolving.com. I want to try and custom tailor something. I don't want this to return. I think it was just last week. It felt like you were starting to make progress. It felt like you were starting to make progress already with healing, self-healing. Oh, man. I'm wondering if maybe it needs to be a two-pronged type of approach where not just an extraction, but something you're doing on your end as well, because this cannot be allowed to continue. You have been hurting for so long at this point, and you can't be messed with as you're processing grief. That's just not right to me. That's not right. Email me, okay? I also sense in your low belly. So I thought that was all I was going to find. I was about to move forward. Michael says, look in the low belly again. All right. Give me a second, guys. I just need to do something really quick. Un momento, por favor. Frey, could you please forward that information to Rachel? Give me just a second, okay, guys? All right. So, Miss El Sexy. Louise El Sexy. Hey, hey. Let's see what we should use. Okay. Hey, are you still having intense dreams, Louise? You're welcome, Erin. Not me, somebody please tell this boy I love him. See him in the street. If not me, somebody. He's got tears in his eyes. The other half of me. Last 2 days, was it again another case of you being shit? Was it a case of you being hunted? There's some caca energies. Okay. So you got Neptune, sacrifice. The whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of the interdependence of all these living beings, which are all part of one another and all involved in one another. You're being directed into an area which may feel like it's an unknowable. Surrendering to the mystery may work best now. So this energy could be a source of many of your troubles, or refusing to look at what's real, as well as seeing enemies as friends and vice versa, are all traits brought on by this watery planet. This is a time where some may try to manipulate with their crisis and rescue cycles, exhausting friends and family with their many problems. There may be a lack of boundaries and confusion where some may orchestrate their victimhood. Be very certain that the victim is not you. So, I don't know that this victim concept is you. You don't strike me as someone who partakes in any type of victimhood. I'm wondering if something is trying to manipulate you, though. I don't necessarily think that it would be a person, like a human being. There might be people brought into your life that will be used as Trojans. Lovers can become porn stars. Okay. You may be caught in a situation which is unclear. The reasons behind it may not make sense or are being withheld from you. You may find difficulties getting on the right path or in clarifying a direction. On the other hand, you may be extremely tuned in at the present time, sensing emotions, having visions. And if this is the case, what is below the surface is now being brought out. So, oh, it was just some random thing. I don't think it applied to you, but it was just some really weird random thing for me to see, and I've seen that card so many times. But what's concerning me is this Neptune sacrifice card, that something, this feeling of something is messing with you, trying to manipulate you. And then it's paired with Black Moon Lilith mystery, card number 12. So Lilith, as far as I know, and people can believe whatever they want, I have a full understanding that every being has both a light and a dark aspect. I am very familiar with Lilith's dark aspects, and it's fuckery, full on fuckery. So now I'm wondering, When you say that your dream was observing, what were you observing? Do you remember? Holding my hand, laughing hard. Not me, somebody please tell this boy I love him. I'm feeling like maybe you're seeing things before the other dreams that you've had in the past come true, or not come true but come to pass. Familiar people. Did it seem current, like you're observing them now or in the near future? They were just doing things I wouldn't be around for. So it's manipulation. It's manipulation. If shit pops off in your area, you're to leave. And you're probably 100% at 5:55. You're probably going to be given advance notice of the shit that is going to pop off. Potentially this feeling of you need to leave, you don't know why, where are you going to go, but you just need to get out of the area. I would listen to that. I've told you before that you are highly intuitive, highly connected to divinity. You're being tampered with. Fire element, desire. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like eyes, a nose, and a mouth. I don't feel like it's an Aries. I feel like this is a very ancient being that has horns like a ram. I don't believe this to be Baphomet. I believe it to be something else, quite formidable. You have something. Well, I think the dream that you were seeing was to kind of guilt you. Was to kind of guilt you, like, look, you're going to be leaving them behind and they need you to try and keep them from getting in trouble or whatever it is. It felt like a manipulative attempt. And if you're not paying attention, it just is like, well, what's this? And you have a very, very strong spiritual connection. Hold on. Passion, though a bad regulator, is a powerful spring. There are things coming, new movement. Look for them to be quick. All about beginnings, our passions, and how fast we get our energy moving. It speaks to how rapidly we react and how long it takes us to accomplish what we set out to do. So okay. Step into this path and find your way. Look at your issue from another perspective and try a unique approach. This card denotes honesty and suggests you act assertively. You're about to get upfront with someone or vice versa. At least you should. And this card says to push it. In any event, you will soon understand where you stand as all your cards will be put on the table. Then you can expect less mystery. So I'm wondering if that specific message has to do with your Leo. Watch out for bossy people when this card comes up. It can indicate a type of bulldozing that will be hard to deal with. Others may claim they are speaking to you from a place of truth and concern, whereas they may not understand the situation very well and not offer the best advice. Also, be careful of others attempting to take over and claiming as theirs what you have created or started. This card can imply the ego going out of control, but it's important to keep yours in check as well. Let's see. Shit. The fire element card is one of new starts, often after the past has been burned away. Any arrogance will be your enemy. Be honest in your approach. You will have the zeal to get things done in the way you want. As far as your life is concerned, the pot is being stirred. These are very potent messages for you. I hope you're understanding what it means. And you may need to watch your reading a few times because these messages are multiple layers. They're stacked upon each other. And every time you listen to it, you'll get another portion of a message that is contained in a different level of consciousness. These are very specific messages for you. Very specific messages. Where is the... Oh. Be careful about who you tell. If you plan to leave, be careful about who you tell. There's going to be someone. They're going to make it bad for you. Okay? If you feel the need to leave, be careful who you tell. Be careful who you bring with you. You've already had dreams in regards to who's with you when certain things happen. These dreams have been intense for whatever reason. I remember details of your dream. I remember what you shared, and I typically don't remember people's information, but I remember. And that person, it's a pretty much guaranteed they need to be there with you. Okay? I don't know why. I don't know how it ends, but it's definitely, this is important, very important information for you for the next couple months. I don't know when this, when all of this information will be put into play here in this earth plane, but it's important. Okay? Yeah. I think that whatever your concept or your interpretation of the dreams, expand it. I don't believe this is like a personal thing, small town thing. I think you're a highly developed precog, highly developed. Let me know what lotto numbers are coming. I don't even play lotto, but you're highly developed precog. Okay. Let's see. All right. Jen, are you here? You're welcome, Louise. Actually,
Sure.
Have you been thinking about taking my classes for a while? I'm wondering if some of the things that I teach will activate certain portions of your template that will jog your memory and give you an even more heightened ability to guide you through the labyrinth that you're going to be brought into. All right, Jen. Something's going on. Something's going on. So. All right. Ace of Swords in reverse, debacle, tyranny, disaster, self-destruction, violent temper. I wonder if this is not you and someone that you're dealing with. Are you in a relationship that is on the verge of ending? And a relationship can be romantic, and it can also be a friendship. Your boss. Okay. You also have Two of Pentacles in reverse. Agility in handling matters, simulated enjoyment, a letter, a message. And then you have Nine of Cups as well, pairing with that. Improvements underway, feeling smug or pleased, as well as success, advantage, well-being, abundance, good health, difficulties surmounted. I'm wondering if someone's preparing to stab you in the back at work, because that looks like someone is going to. I didn't get a good feeling from it. I got a very bad feeling from it. Ace of Swords in reverse. I wonder if someone is giving your boss information very soon to try and cut you out. Gosh, there's a lot of catty stuff that goes on at jobs lately. You're not the first person to experience some sort of like plot to get you fired. Doesn't matter though, because at the end you come out on top. I think your higher self is just giving you this advance notice, so that way when these things start to happen, you don't feel blindsided. You don't feel as though you didn't have an opportunity to prepare, okay? I'm just asking your higher self if there's any other messages. Are you planning to move? For some reason, I'm seeing it's a highway. So where would we be coming from? It's a highway, and like part of it goes up to a different highway that heads towards Scottsdale. It heads towards Scottsdale, and if you're on this highway, the well, wait, where are you even from? Oh shit! You know what highway I'm talking about? I couldn't quite remember what city that was. It would be around the Mesa area, and you're going towards Scottsdale. So it's like this feeling that we were coming, or you were coming from Tempe, and that I forget the freeway numbers. So it's like we're coming from Tempe, we're going down the freeway, and if you take that, it's like kind of like an underpass, and it goes back up to another freeway that heads towards Scottsdale. That would be your hood. That would be your hood. Hmm. I'm wondering, and it felt like you were trailering a small trailer, open trailer, and there was like tarp. I don't know what's in the trailer. I don't know if you even plan to trailer anything. Why would you go towards Scottsdale? I don't know, girl. So you're not planning on moving. It looked like a U-Haul trailer, a small one. Hold on. I'm being told to show you a picture. I don't know what difference a picture would make. U-Haul open trailer. Do, 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 do. It's like that. See how it's not super huge? It's like that. I don't know if you're maybe needing to move in the near future. So you're not planning to move at all, right? I think you might have to. I don't know if it's to move your job or to move your residence. I'm honestly not sure. But just be advised, be aware there's some stuff brewing at work. I believe it involves more than just one person. If you have ways to negate dark intent, I would definitely start using that. I hope that helps, Jen. All right, Miss Melissa. You're welcome. So, I don't know what deck to use. All right. I'm told this is not the deck. Oh, hey, Daddy, are you on the live? Can you grab my great purse? Hold on. Okay, thank you. So, give me 1 second. He has to grab this brand new deck that I haven't even opened yet. Oh, this doesn't have all the... Thank you. I have all kind of shit in here. Here we go. All right. All right, here we go. Ooh-wee. Girlfriend. Let's hold up. No, don't, please don't fall. Okay, what is going on here? Let's all right. All right. So we got the King of Swords in reverse, a person who may pursue a matter to ruin, conflict, selfishness, sadism, a dangerous or wicked person, one who causes unnecessary disturbances and sadness. So yeah, this person is upside down. Oh, so there's a bat flying away. Let go of those habits and attachments that no longer serve you, and welcome the changes that are long overdue. The ordeal that you're facing is a necessary part of your transformation and an initiation into a much more spiritually directed life. It's time to confront and conquer your fears, trusting that doing so will bring dramatic and beneficial changes. Mingle and socialize with more with others, perhaps by joining ongoing classes or group activities that you think you'd enjoy. For some reason, the bat in this upside down card, it's almost feeling as though whoever this is that is supposed to be for you, they're kind of being encouraged by life, by circumstance, by their own maybe silent revelations, that it's time to change their ways. It's really, really time to stop being the person that is a King of Swords in reverse. You also have a crow. 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 You're on the verge of manifesting something you've been working towards for a while. Be very watchful over the next couple of days for any clear omens or signs that will guide you and teach you. Expect a big change very soon. You've noticed something that's out of balance or an injustice that hasn't been addressed, and it's important to speak up about it. You're about to get a glimpse into some future event that affects you directly. I feel like the bat energy is for the individual and the crow energy is for you. That maybe you've seen something that possibly needs to be addressed. It might not seem like something so bad right now, but I think there's a potentiality that if you don't set up a sort of precedence for the way this connection is supposed to go, that it can totally support a King of Swords in reverse type energy. So your presence is creating a right side up. Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense. I was like, well, what if that means something bad? King of Swords, right side up, would be an active and determined person, experienced, controlled, commanding. Sorry. A professional man, highly analytic, justness, force, superiority. So it really feels like your presence is what's going to write this up. But in order for that to happen, you have to make sure that you're able to really honor your ability to verbalize things that need to be rebalanced, because you have a way of being able to recognize what's going out of balance, what's already been out of balance, all of that stuff, and communicate it in a way that can create change to balance it. I'm being told it's very similar to what you do in your job, okay? Being able to, I don't know what you do for your job. It's this sense of like being able to delegate, being able to observe what is needed for, the circumstance or project, whatever it is, and being able to delegate. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean your work listens to you, but you have the ability to do this, to see where if something's going down a certain path, that path is going to end up in a bad way, and you're able to recognize that. And the same thing could be applied to your life. To your connections and relationships. You also have the Knight of Swords. Bravery, skill, the strength and dash of a young man, heroic action, impetus, rush into the unknown. So, ooh, girl. Girl. Oh. Well, the poke holes in plans is a very valuable thing, because if you think about it, those holes that you're poking are really digging out, eliminating the areas where failure could be planted. So when you poke those out and you fill it with more solid ideas, more solid plans, that becomes a very powerful thing. These two together, are you going somewhere? I get two impressions. Colorado, Arizona. I don't know what those mean, Colorado and Arizona. Ooh, their steps are binary. 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0. Their steps are binary. Easily coded. If you understand how to decode the binary nature of their path, you can recode that for something King of Swords upright, Knight of Swords upright. This has very, very powerful potential. And it's someone else. You have a major part to play in this, but this is someone else. So death, upright, transformation, clearing away the old to make way for the new, unexpected change, alteration, the ending of a familiar situation or friendship, financial loss, beginning of a new era. So maybe before you get to this upside down King of Swords is going to have, or maybe they've already experienced or come from a place of financial loss, and you help to correct that. Now, I want to make clear that this reading is not just about what you can do to help someone else. I think in your doing this, I didn't realize there was another card. I think in your doing this, it's growing you in some way that is necessary for you at this point. But I'm not familiar in what way that is. Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity without happiness. Fool's gold. Corruption by money. Misused wealth. Wasted money. So I'm wondering if you're being warned of the potential still. Oh, actually, no. This was the first card that I pulled. If I would just fucking... I'm sorry. So this is how the cards got pulled. Ace of Pentacles, where waste of money, all of that stuff. Let me go back to it. I don't remember what it is. So Ace of Pentacles, prosperity without happiness, misused wealth, wasted money, corruption by money, miserliness, greed, fool's gold. So it's like they were trying to scoop up something tangible, but it just kept falling out of their hands, and it created almost like a overly exaggerated need for external validation. That led to the King of Swords in reverse energy, but then comes the death, rebirth, and then the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I think at the end of this process, what you're going to end up with is a Knight of Swords type of energy with a crossbow even and a motorcycle. What? A crossbow and a motorcycle. Girl, I don't know. Michael goes, that's a catch. And I was like, I don't know if that's a catch. I hope that helps you in your need for clarity for whatever it is you're needing clarity for. Ooh, okay. One last thing. Don't write your question. Just ask your question. Focus on your question in your head. Like really, really intensely focus on that question. And then I'm told to let Bish answer you. It's a yes or no question, okay? I don't know who it's referencing either. It's ask a yes or no question, and Bish will answer you. She's saying yes. Yes. Whatever your question was, the answer is yes. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, you also have a scan. All right. Un momento. So breathe very deep and very slow. Interesting. Around the top of your crown and like the top portion of your head area, it looks like a fog, not super dark, somewhat dense, like real fog, like a very light gray type of color. It's kind of swirling around your crown area, and I keep seeing golden sparkles. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. I'm seeing a combination of two cards behind you. This is the backdrop. This is the backdrop to you. Ooh, oh my God. What the fuck? Okay. So I was looking for a card, not paying attention to any other card, realizing it was two cards split, put together. And these cards were basically one on top of the other. And then I'm told to look down and I see, my gosh, girl. Okay, I'll show you all four cards. I thought this was a scan. So behind you, I see immediately all that glitters, card number 16. It's like a pile of gold. This is starting to be infused into your head. There's been some confusion, there's been some fogginess, but this is being infused into your head right now. All this, some form of wealth, ridiculous amounts of wealth. And it's you and another person. You and another person, okay? And then as I'm seeing this, I see these two owls right here standing and they're just looking at each other. And I was like, those are two different cards. Card number 35, Loyal Heart. Okay. So Loyal Heart, full alignment. You guys each have the key to each other's hearts. And I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. And I looked down and the pile of cards from the deck that I had sifted through to get to these cards, and then the pile of cards that I still needed to sift through. So card number 47, Go the Distance. Whatever this is, it's going to go the distance, apparently. And then card number 41, Soulmates. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but penguins mate for life. That's what I heard. Let me see if that's a lie. Most penguins are monogamous. This means that male and female pairs will mate exclusively with each other for the duration of mating season. In many cases, the male and female will continue to mate with each other for most of their lives. That's some shit, girl. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, wow. I mean, again, I don't know who this is. Take down these numbers, okay? Take down these numbers. 47, 16, 35, 41. So I'll write that. I just randomly. 47, 16, 35, 41. And then you also have 11, 7, 8, 5. All right, let me just leave that alone. Let me finish scanning you. I see some activity in the solar plexus that kind of looks as though there might have been some sort of, not necessarily binding, but like like a gold bangle bracelet placed on there, and it might have possibly begun to start like a maybe like an ugly cycle. Well, not ugly, but it might have felt like the start of previous cycles with others, maybe previous relationships or something like that. I don't know if it's at work or what, but you broke that shit off. You're like, fuck that. Good. So that looks like your solar plexus is kind of, it's almost like in a state of defiance. Like, no, you're not going to shrink me. No, you're not going to do this. No, you're not going to do that to me. And that's good. That's good. But I think in that expansion of the solar plexus, it looks like the heart space, energy from the heart space was directed into the solar plexus to expand it. So there might be a little bit of like feelings of like maybe like disappointment or like fuck that. Well, did an ex contact you? Because it's almost a feeling like I keep being put back to this place of feeling as though this is just another repeat of former relationships, but you know that it has a potentiality to not be. I'm confused. Shit, I'm confused. Bruise in the center of your chest. Okay, so I'm wondering if there was maybe either thoughts, a memory, or an interaction that felt like a blow to the chest, and that was kind of what was needed to push down energy and expand the solar plexus. I think this is all part of your natural process. Whatever's going on, it doesn't feel or look like it's parasitic. It seems like it's just a natural part of your process, like checks and measures. A little bit of depletion from one to feed the other within yourself, of course. And that expansion is going to rejuvenate the heart space. And I'm wondering if maybe old things were being used, remembrance of old things are being used to try and trigger you. And maybe that that growing energy, the amount of energy in the heart space, maybe there was a potential that would lead you to higher levels of feeling of disappointment, possibly heartbreak, and whatever occurred was a rebalancing. So I'd say it's good. I don't see anything negative in your field. I definitely see that you're going through different types of processes. These processes appear to be like ascension type processes. Okay. I hope that helps, Miss Melias. Somebody. Jacqueline Diaz. Are you here? Right shoulder blade in the back on the bottom. Let me see. Something just stabbed you. It's not in your field. It's almost like a slit in your auric shield. Something stabbed you, closed it back up, and tried to seal it shut. I don't know what it is, though. I'm wondering if it's liar B. Kind of feeling like it is. All right. So general scan. And then Jacqueline, did you have anything that you wanted me to read for? Or did you want a general reading? You're welcome, Ms. Melissa. Jacqueline, are you here? Or maybe you have a lag. General, okay. The link is closed for tonight, Nails. I might come live again on Thursday, potentially. Ooh. Jacqueline, are you having struggles with your relationship? Because I'm getting the Lovers card. It can mean love affairs, romance building, again, within marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationship you could share with a friend. But it also has this meaning of being tested. And it seems as though there is some sort of connection. I'm thinking like a romantic connection that's being tested. We then get the Five of Swords, losses. All is not lost as you still have 3 swords remaining, giving you the upper hand. So I'm wondering if is this relationship or work? So you still have the upper hand in something. Being tested, you have the upper hand. You might feel like someone got ahead, but you also have 9 of Wands, undecided, need to take a step out of the situation, then you will see more clearly. There's someone else involved in this. I can't tell if it's a romantic one or like where. The Lover's card usually indicates some form of romance or relative. Oh, well, it could also mean relative. Oh my God. The card almost caught on fire. No to romance. I'm sorry, I'm paying attention. So you're being tested in regards to a connection with someone. I can't discern if what this connection is. It doesn't quite feel romantic to me. Like I jumped to the conclusion of romantic because it's the Lover's card, but for some reason, I don't know that it's romantic. The more I feel on it, I don't know that it's romantic, and that you might need to kind of just analyze before you move forward without them. And undecided, need to take a step out of the situation, then you will see more clearly. So that's very interesting. It involves another person, though. This is not just something within yourself. This involves another person, a testing of that connection. You're going through health issues right now. Is it maybe, are you frustrated with your doctor? Is that who you're maybe trying to see if it's time to move on without them? Because I assume Lovers at the start, because it seems like some sort of intimate type of connection, not necessarily sexual intimate, but just a close kind of connection. I'm wondering if it's that. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let me go ahead and scan you. Whoa, the what card? Well, then I'm told there's another card from this deck. It's this card. Oh, it's the Six of Wisdom card. Yikes. It's a very sickly man in bed, someone attending to his needs, bringing out a book. I'm wondering if it's like some concerns are not being heard. I don't know that this is your doctor, though. Comes out of a treasure chest. This is like very well guarded information, and you're presenting it to somebody. It seems like they're kind of considering it. Huh. I'm not sure what to make of that. So I also get this message of like you got out of your seat within your heart. You're no longer seated within your heart. Instead, you're laying in bed feeling what looks to be sick or weak, draped by a blanket of a need to survive. Black and white checkerboard that has a hold on. Black and white have been readily and appropriately interpreted as symbols of the evil and good of human life. And the entered apprentice degree, the mosaic pavement represents the ground floor of King Solomon's temple. Okay. And auto racing the black and white checkered flag is raised to signal start. What's the symbol of the Masonic checkerboard flag? I wish I remembered all of this stuff. Well, it says the same thing. It's a duality symbolism. So I'm wondering if what you're going through right now is trying to create a totality for yourself where you're bringing in different aspects of you to help with your health and a few other things with your spiritual path. I'm in hospital waiting to see my. You're in the hospital? Oh my gosh, Jacqueline, I hope you're okay. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So when white is used in combination with black, this for symbolism of colors, it represents something that is clear of sharply defined something or other. So I'm feeling like information is needing to come out. This is information you probably have guarded very closely. Yeah, I wish I had more concrete info. Hold on really quick. Okay. Do you feel very All right. Sorry about that. Do you feel cloudy right now? Like it's kind of hard for you to understand and um, make sense of things? Did you say yes to I asked? Dang it. Okay. Do you feel a little bit confused? A little? It to me, it feels like something is trying to create, um, like a foggy feeling within me, myself. Um, it's almost like something doesn't want you to have information, and it wants to ensure that I don't give information. I'm gonna go ahead and scan you now, okay? There's something hiding, the base of your skull behind your left ear, okay? Um, and now I see it kind of peek out from right beneath your throat. So here's the base of my throat, right here, the high heart area. And now right behind the right shoulder, the reproductive organs, that region, the liver, in between your shoulder blades. And I heard both kidneys, but I see a almost like a worsening in the right upper kidney, as well as the adrenal glands. Your feet, the soles of your feet, they look like coating has been written on them with light. Um, and the coating appears to be very similar to like Chinese characters. It looks very similar to that, but I know it's not Chinese. Um, I don't know what it is, but it's on your feet and it glows. Um, and then it's almost like mild inflammation in the lungs. Are you having a hard time breathing? Like a little bit of shortness of breath? Are you okay? Are you feeling a little, are you getting a little emotional? I don't know if that's you or something around you, like a rise in emotional feeling, but I don't know if it's you. Hmm. It's neither Mandarin nor Cantonese. It's very similar to Chinese characters. Now I'm reading for Jacqueline. Now I'm reading for Jacqueline right now. So Jacqueline, these are the things that are coming forward. These are areas where there's a lot of like energetic congestion, um, depletion of energy, your body fever up and down. Hmm. It feels like something is really trying to interfere. I don't even notice any type of fever. Do you just not have a fever right now? Your higher self is very private as well. So it's not as it's not as giving of information as other people's higher selves. Um, you don't strike me as someone emotional, but I feel the increase in emotion. And you have a fever right now. Something's trying to interfere. It really feels like something is trying to interfere. How does the back of your head feel? Is there mild pressure or discomfort in the back of your head? I can't see without violating your higher self's desire to be private. I feel like there's something going on back of your head, base of your skull, that area. I'm wondering if there is a have I ever spoken to you about parasitic issues? Ooh, my whole screen just flashed. Now I forgot uh, you're scheduled to have one. I wonder if this thing is Jacqueline. Email my page. Let me see if there's something that we can do. Hold on. Let me see. Um, is that extraction anytime soon? If it's not within the next um like 2 or 3 weeks, message my page. Let's see if there's something that we can do. Okay? I feel like some sort of parasitic thing is exacerbating whatever it is you're experiencing right now with your health. And I want to make sure that August, my schedule is crazy. Um, message, message the page. Um, let's see if there's anything that can be figured out. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry about that. All right, let's just. All right. Ellen Faust. Oh, okay. Yeah, my husband and I are random. The conversation consisted of what? 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 All right. You're welcome, Jacqueline. Hi, Ellen. Let's see what is going on. Just breathe very deep and very slow, okay? Something is being obscured in the upper right um, of your chest, upper right, just below the clavicle, right in this area. It's being cloaked. Lower left. No, 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 no. What is that? Lower right of your heart, like the bottom of the heart, just right of it. And there is something within the solar plexus. It makes it look like the solar plexus is pushing out spikes all around, like a spiky ball. Something is pulsating in the base of your skull, the very base of your skull, kind of where the point, right by where the neck connects to the skull itself. Left temporal lobe. It's right by, like, kind of the area between the temporal lobe and Wernicke's area. There's an implant there. Also at the tip of your heart. Um, your left. So it's my right, your left of the upper chest. My right, your left. Sorry about that. But it's the lower part of your right, the lower right portion of your heart. Show me. Ooh. Do you have sensations in the lower, not the lower, the upper part of your left chest? Right here, right? I mean, you can't tell because I'm a little fluffy right now. I'm a little fluffy. But so the clavicle right there, you could see that. It's right below it, this area right here. Do you get any feelings in that area? Okay. I also see another implant in the very bottom of your sacral. Um, it's almost like at the top portion of your cervix, that area. So very bottom of the sacral. Um, Ellen, I assume you have abilities that you've been tracking things for yourself.
Yes, trying to hone in on
So what's going on? They keep moving the chips, the implants. They keep moving it. So what I'm seeing, have you ever observed your auric shield? For the outer primary as well as the mid and core shields. Have you been paying attention to that? Pay close attention to that. They're playing a game with you to distract you. This feels not just parasitic, but galactic as well. You have information stored in your template. They want that information. Unless you know the individual that's working with you is a high rank indigo aquari filtering. That's a very specific filtering. And in order for them to be able to assist, they have to be high rank, okay? Blue Flamiana. We're talking about Emerald Order of the Emerald Melchizedek Order of the Emerald. Motherfucker. I can't remember. They're trying to confuse me. Melchizedek Cloister of the Emerald Order. Don't be careful who you share with. You are not being paranoid. Be very careful who you share with and what you share with. Okay? You don't have to work with me, but if you are working with someone else, they have to have my level of integrity and honesty. Okay? They have to, or else they will be breached to take that information from you. I don't know what the information is. I kind of don't want to know. I'm going to be honest. I don't really want to know because then they're going to start pestering me. So, shit, girl. What I'm seeing is this, okay? They're whatever it is, extremely intelligent. This is not reptilian. This is not Greys. The Greys and the reptilians answer to the Draco. The Draco, this is almost even above their pay grade. If you catch my drift, okay? So what I'm seeing is like crushed crystals just kind of lining your entire auric shield. And I don't know how far they've been able to penetrate. I don't think they've gotten to your core yet, but I see this crushed crystal on the outside, the mid, and the core, core shield. Not as much on the core, slightly more on the mid, but the most amount of crushed crystal is on the outside of your shield. It's almost like light code comes in and it gets reflected out and it bounces on those crushed crystals and it creates a kaleidoscope type of effect. I'm trying to discern if this is a protective measure that you've created, a type of encryption, or if it's being used to further confuse you. I'm just talking to your higher self. That's why you feel directionless. I wouldn't be surprised if you feel very lost, directionless, can't focus. Surprise! Why are you distracting me? You don't feel extra tired, do you? It doesn't feel like you're being depleted yet. Do you feel extra tired lately, like for no real reason? It's okay if you're a little bit more tired than usual because of lunar stuff going on. That's very normal. But I mean like excessive levels of tiredness.
She said no.
No? Okay, perfect. What do you feel towards me, Ellen? if you could verbalize whatever it is you feel towards me when you join for live streams and things like that. And I won't think you're crazy if, regardless of what you say, I won't think you're crazy. Unless you volunteered to fold my panties.
I trust you and you feel like an ally. This you related to me in close to contact with Twin Ray.
Girl. Leave that one alone. So I'm going to tell you very specific information. This is going to cause an influx of noticeable downloads. But don't change anything that you're doing, okay?
She says, I feel like we have work to do together too.
So what I'm getting is that, because I'm looking at the coding coming in, for whatever reason, it's not being scrambled when I look at it. But I am shown, your higher self shows me that it gets scrambled for pretty much everyone else. This coding has no spoken translation. You cannot translate this. This is word that is not verbalized. These are words that are spoken within a heart. This is very, very ancient light code. This is coding that came before light was broken into the pieces that it's in now. So, girl, be careful who you work with, okay? I don't say that to kind of make you feel like, oh my God, Emmie's the only one I can work with. I'm not the only blue flame Yana here. I'm not. But there's quite a shit ton of people pretending to be. And I'm pretty sure you know what questions and feelings to seek out in order to discern whether they're honest in their public brand. Okay? Be very, very careful. Be very careful. Let's see. Ooh, Ellen, I don't do in-person sessions. It's hard because I also feel like, because my sessions are recorded, I don't know that yours should be. I don't know that your session should be recorded. If you feel the need to experience something in person with me, the only option would be to wait until I offer some sort of in-person retreat, and then that's how we could meet in person. It's a lot of stuff going on in your field, though. You do have parasitic circumstance, but I don't think they know what to do. It almost feels like you're being inundated with grunt type of parasites in order to just overwhelm you and confuse you further. There is something very advanced working on you, though. Very advanced. Those chips, I don't know why I keep calling them chips. Those implants, they don't even look like regular implants. Because usual implants will look almost like, I don't know, like a booger or like a broken up piece, grain of rice. They're very small. They used to be about the size of a grain of rice, but since things have changed, they've made them smaller. Yours don't look like that. Yours looks like, oh shit. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, fucking shit. Daddy, what is a tesseract supposed to do?
I don't know. It's just a lot of power.
Okay. 24/8/32/16. 24/8/32/16. 24/8/32/16. You're being guided to yourself in order to reach reunification, to form a solid foundation from which to guide you to the starting point to receive. And, your chips are tesseracts. Ellen, I don't know that you should have public readings. It might be a good time for me to stop sharing more information. Yeah, I'll definitely all that. So what I found is that movies contain fractals of very, very sensitive esoterica. They present it in such a way where it can program you, and at the same time you can go ahead and allow yourself to believe it's just a movie. You think it's really something, you're crazy. No, like look at the movie The Matrix. Okay, it talks, the coding that comes down, that's morphogenetic coding. That's real shit. You see me doing energy work, I'm flipping over morphogenetic code to recode it. And then you look at movies made by like Marvel, DC Comics, they talk about the Tesseract. That's some real shit. So I read the cube is to the square as the Tesseract is to the cube. So it functions on such a higher level of dimensional depth that it's very difficult for the human brain to wrap its mind around it. I don't. Yes, definitely. Email me. Email me and let me know what type of service you're looking for. And I honestly, I don't think you're gonna. Although I offer a lot of services publicly, a large portion of the services that are too sensitive are not listed on my website. Those are things I'm not even going to talk about. Y'all don't need to know that. If you don't have a use for it, you don't need to know that. And exactly. And I think, Ellen, you have a need for something that I don't offer publicly. But I don't want to make assumptions. So just email me and let me know what it is you're needing. Okay. So let me see. Ooh, yeah, to answer your question. Okay. That's confirmation. You're indigo Aquari. You are high level indigo coding. There's major attempts on twin ray pairings for indigo Aquari. I'm wondering if I can send you a video. There's a video that you can watch. It's information from a lecture, a recorded lecture of Ashiana Dean. It might give you a better sense. What's going on right now is there's a lot of mimicry being done with twin ray pairings to create a lot of confusion, further division, interfere with the merger process. You don't even have to meet the person in real life for this to happen, but there's a lot of interference that's being injected. And I'm pretty sure that's what's happening for you. I don't know if you've already met him though. Ooh. I was going to say, I don't know if you've already met her. Bish. Is the twin ray a female? Yes. Is a twin ray the male that she thinks it is? No. Okay. I think your twin ray is a female. And Bish said that whoever you were assuming before, whoever you assume your twin ray to be, that is not the person. It might be that that person emanates some sort of twin frequency, but twin ray frequency, Bish said no. Okay. I hope that helps you, Ellen. All right. Hey, Monet, are you here? I love your screen name. You're welcome. Ooh. So then you do know who it is. Hey, Monet. Hold on. Let me look at the package. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay. Not me. Somebody please tell this boy I love him when you see him in the streets. Okay. Ooh, 3 cards flipped over. There's some stuff going on. All right. Perfect order. So you got the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, fortune, outcome, culmination, inevitability. So you're being ushered forward towards something very, very intense and profound. I'm assuming there is someone or something attempting to interfere, create a lot of chaos, a lot of distraction so that you can't continue forward the way you're meant to. You also have the Page of Cups in reverse, deviation, susceptibility, temporary distractions, seduction, flatterer. Holy moly. Monet, are you into the whole twin thing? Is that something that you are you in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship with an individual that you consider what is that? That echo. Hello? You hear that? Something's echoing. Can you move these two things? Did you guys hear that?
No.
Hello? Hello? I hear an echo.
Echo. There's no echo.
All right. Okay. So you just broke up with your boyfriend or with your ex-boyfriend. You guys just broke up. Were you thinking that was some sort of twin thing? Because it's like these two cards might be pointing to him, totally affecting your trajectory with your new job. I'm wondering, is he obsessive? Is he obsessive and possessive of you? Like very jealous, won't leave you alone? Okay. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with someone at your new job. 5 of Cups, partial loss, regret, friendship without real meaning, inheritance, incomplete union or partnership. Has his behavior been kind of weird lately? Like he's not quite himself? A lot of people are being affected by what's going on with the world right now. And because of their feelings with what's going on, they're becoming much more easily affected by parasites. I mean, I'd like to think that you know the person he is if you've been in a relationship with him. There is someone or something that is going to create a mess for you at work. I'm not really being guided in regards to whether it's your ex or if it's someone at work. I do know that it has to do with your work. Oh, I think it might be the new employee then. I think it might be the previous employee. It feels like a male. So is the previous employee a male? I definitely feel a male for this. So either they're a male or they are a female with a very masculine type of energy, like outwardly masculine. 5 of Cups, money losses, all is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. Loves drama. Oof. I'm wondering if this person will be creating problems for you to the point where you consider leaving the company. But if you look back, you'll understand that you don't necessarily have to leave. Oh, my Daddy. Daddy, can you please, if you ever see me eating dried mango, can you just slap it out of my hand?
Definitely.
Like shake the shit out of me or something?
I got you.
I feel my belly swelling already. I can't stop eating dried mango. It hurts so bad. Incomplete union partnership. Let me pull a couple more. Shit. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'll just pull the 2 cards at the bottom of the deck, both major arcana cards. So out of 5 cards, you have 3 major arcana, major changes in your life. Major changes in your life. All right, so first I saw the Devil card. Subordination, ravage, bondage, malevolence, subservience, downfall, weird experience, bad outside influence or advice, black magic, and unexpected failure. The previous employee that came back, does he have dark eyes? Tears in his eyes, the other half of me. And then you have the Judgment card in reverse. Bias, false accusations, bigotry, severity and judgment, intolerance, unfairness, and abuse. Blue eyes. Girlfriend. I would not be surprised if this person creates major problems for you. It feels to me like they're the type of individual that would not like you and be like, who the fuck she thinks she is? This is my job. I run this show. Actually, no, you don't. You're just an employee. It's not your company. You don't run the show. You're not part of management. Calm the fuck down. And then you could probably send him just that portion of this reading. You probably could. And he'll be like, oh, you're such a bitch. No, I'm just truthful. Yeah, it feels like a lot of drama is going to happen at work. Stick with it, girl. Stick with it. Stick with it and document everything. From the start, document everything. Email it to yourself so it's time-stamped and they can't say you made your shit up. And, you know, who knows, you might have like a wrongful termination type of case. I don't know. Okay? Document that shit. And every time he gets catty with you, be like, you're so cute. You're just so adorable. Say it like that. You're just so cute. Yeah. Are you really serious? Oh, that's so cute. You think you have that kind of power. Oh, that's so cute. Enchanted waters, are you here? I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. You're welcome. Hey, Monet. Hey, girl. Hey. All right. Enchanted waters. Archive. Let's see. Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
Can you create a perimeter? So, what? Said a woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Enchanted waters. You have the magician in reverse. Ooh. Whatever happened for that need for reconciliation, whatever occurred to cause a separation, there's a lot of fuckery afoot, girlfriend. A lot. I don't know who it's coming from. Weakness of will, ineptitude, insecurity, delay, the use of one's skills for destructive ends. Let me see what the other cards say before I start stating things like they're facts. Four of Swords in reverse, circumspection, precaution, guarded advancement, desire to recover what is lost. I'm wondering if this is them. Are they very vindictive? Are they like, oh God, you guys don't kill me for this. Are they unbalanced Scorpio? Unbalanced Scorpio will get back with you just so they can fuck you over. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, you leave, you're gone. I'm good with that. That's the feeling that I get though. Leo. Ooh, wee. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Oh shit. The key of that Leo energy apparently is as a channel, a gateway. Oh, darn. Okay. I'm wondering if they're being used as a gateway to access you. You also have the Hangman, life in suspension, transition, change, reversal of the mind and one's way of life, apathy and dullness, abandonment, renunciation. So I'm wondering if you're trying to change the way you are. Oh, I'm wondering if the stress of life has made them susceptible to parasitic influence. Um, if they're Leo and they're a channel, then that kind of tells me that they're not necessarily a bad person, but I feel a vindictiveness there, where it's like you just have it so good. I don't even want to get into it. It's just this really vindictive feeling, really vindictive feeling. And I don't know if that's a new thing for them. Like life is so unfair for them, and it's upsetting to see that or feel that they're the only one that's experiencing like really shitty stuff. Okay. So reconciliation, you can if you want, but I don't think that's going to end anywhere good. There's a lot of distortions, a lot of very dense, not so good energy. I think if you reconcile, that's going to hurt you tremendously. But some of us choose to learn by firsthand experience. And if that's something you need to experience, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Definitely make up your mind um, in your own way and on your own terms. If you feel like this is not resonating and you want to experience firsthand what happens, I mean, you're definitely open and free to do that. Okay, but I don't get a good feeling. Um, I don't get a good feeling at all. At all. Okay. Let me see. You also had. Okay. So I see with the lower back pain, that's cords in your lower back. The self-sabotage, he isn't good. That's why I don't necessarily feel like he's naturally vindictive. I don't know if that's been something that's been developing for a while now, or if it's new, and he just feels very overwhelmed with life. He feels like he sees what he's experiencing is very unfair. I can't blame him either. I can't. Wait it out and see. If you really need to experience it, wait it out and see. See if he gets to a point where he's willing to talk about things. And, we just don't know how things are going to turn out. Whatever I read for you in this moment, it's based on his mindset right now. Something can happen tonight to shift his mindset, and everything that I've seen is now void. It's no longer accurate. And that's why I don't really like to read for future events, because there's so many other factors that can absolutely 100% change the trajectory of whatever event I saw. Just, play it by ear. You have the information that you need. And if you start to get a feeling through your interactions that it is accurate, then you know what you need to decide. Okay. But if it doesn't ever get to that, then you know what you need to decide too. All right. So I think there is a parasitic circumstance on his end. Because of your connection, it's tapped into your kundalini. It's draining energy from there, hence the low back pain, hence the blockages. The self-sabotage has a lot to do with the anchorings that are around the back of your ear and the neck area, the back of your neck. There's a lot of thought inception being utilized to manipulate you. There's a binding around your solar plexus to make you feel powerless. It hasn't been completely cinched, like tightened. So it might just be like off and on, like, I don't know, I can't ever really finish things. I don't really succeed at things like that. It's not too intense yet, but I do suspect it will be tightened time after time, and it will get to a point where you really feel hopeless and helpless. There's a lot of fracturing around the base of your heart chakra. The top portion of your heart chakra looks very dim. It's like the energy has kind of just dripped down and pooled at the bottom portion of your chakra. So, although the bottom portion of your chakra is very shattered, it's almost like it's almost blown out at the bottom. That area is very brightly lit, but the top portion is very dim. Okay. I also see what look like almost like thorns placed in your throat chakra. Um, it's almost like something doesn't want you to speak. And I see blockages in the third eye as well. Pretty intense blockages, crimping and twisting of the pathway the third eye takes to deliver messages, intuitive hits to your field of awareness. And your auric shield is very heavily shattered. It seems like you've gone through quite a bit recently, maybe in the past couple months, more and more stuff going on. Um, I kind of wish you would say like, no, I don't notice any of that. Yeah, it's a lot. You're going through a lot. Both of you are going through a lot. Um, if I'm going to be honest, you have a very deep connection, the two of you. And the feeling that I get is that deep connection, it will be consistently utilized to breach the two of you. Um, so part of me is kind of like, you know what? This is just throw your hands up. It's not going to get better. But then there's also this other part of me that's like, this type of deep connection, it deserves more of the effort on both your parts and to heal that. I wonder if this is unresolved struggles from previous life, karmic load that was brought into this life. It's kind of the feeling that I get. It's kind of the feeling that I get, like experiencing the struggles the two of you experience. But at the same time, I don't think it would be fair of me to encourage you to sit around and wait and like go out of your way to try and make it work if he's not willing to do his part as well. It's a complicated type of connection the two of you have, but it is a very deep one, very deep. Um, if you do try and reconcile, be very careful that he's not utilized as a Trojan to hurt you even more. Okay. If he gets very belligerent with his hurtfulness, you'll know that's not him. Okay. And you'll have to walk away from that, because if you get fully breached, you're just going to keep passing it back and forth between the two of you. Yeah, it's a deep connection. I don't think it's just from this life. I think it's from multiple lifetimes, not just one, multiple lifetimes. Um, and I'm being told to make sure you understand, just because multiple lifetimes doesn't mean every lifetime was romantic. And just because you have this connection in this lifetime, it doesn't mean that it will end up romantic as well. Sometimes the connection needs to just remain as a friendship, a very deep friendship. That's hard if you're, and I could feel you're still very much in love with him. I can feel it. I can feel that honestly, you'd be willing to overlook everything as long as he'd be willing to stay by you, stay with you. You'd be willing to overlook everything. That's not healthy. I'm talking about on a spiritual level. That's not healthy, because that's not helping him learn the things he needs to learn through the experiences that you guys experience together or apart. So honoring your needs as well as being aware of his is the best way to help him learn some of the things that he needs to learn. Okay. I hope that helps. You probably should consider parasitic extraction plus DNA activation. I don't know if I have it available. twin ray cord healing. That cord is heavily damaged. It's heavily damaged. I don't know if you guys are twin rays, but it's a cord between the two of you, like twin rays use, or not twin rays, twin flames use. Okay. So I hope it improves for both of you. Like right now, his energy doesn't feel good, but I rewind it just a little bit and it feels like he's an amazing person. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. All right. Thank you, Enchanted Waters. Okay. Danielle Hargrove, are you here? Ooh, okay. Hi, Carolina. Hello, Conscious. Danielle Hargrove, are you here? You can't miss it if it's recorded. I'm planning to be live again on Thursday to do expedited requests. Mm-hmm. Hello, James. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and begin scanning. Oh, okay. I was like, I could have sworn it was for Danielle. All right. Thanks for letting me know. So let me see. Oh. Oh. Yikes. Danielle, I think you've been feeling the effects. Something is latched right on your stomach, the base of your, right beneath your sternum, right on the stomach area, that region. It's like a huge sucker. It's like this big. It's big. It's big. And you are right. There is some sort of, well, for lack of a better term right now, it is like a vortex. It's near your home, very close to it. And something came out of it. Do you have a small child? Or do you see a small child? Like a little blonde girl? You see that child in your house? James, is that in your house? We see. Okay. Are you starting to feel tremors? Are you starting to feel like you're shaking inside, but your hands aren't moving? I think it means yes. Danielle, are you starting to feel emotions rising, like very uncomfortable, almost like anxiety, kind of pissed off, but not really pissed off because why would I be pissed off? What? Are you feeling intensification of that? Is it intensifying? Can you feel them in your space right now? Because they're fucking pissed that I'm looking. Those aren't children. Ooh. They're very sickly. They're very elongated, like lanky. Their skin is like a sulfury yellow, looks half rotten. Those aren't children. I'll show you what they look like. Sometimes I think that my husband was super into all of these like figurines and stuff, just so I would have names to be able to to Google up to get images. They look like Malbogia, but their skin is much more yellow and they look much more sickly. Looks like Malbogia. Yeah, they're so silly. They think I'd be scared. I'm not. Excuse me. You're actually not scary in the grand scheme of things. You're pretty weak. Let me just, I'm trying to find a picture of what the other one looks like. Daddy, what was that other toy? It wasn't Malbogia. It was the other one. Spawn.
What's a trim?
Let me see if that's it.
That's the skinny one with the hook on the head.
Okay. Oh, wait. They showed me pictures of people having tremors. That's not what I'm looking for. They're showing tremor to be very thick. That's not the one. That's not the one. You know which one I'm talking about, right? Spawn, yellow
There's no the yellow.
with
There's the clown.
hook on head. I can't find a picture. Oh, the clown? Is that what you said? Hold on. I'm sorry. I got caught up in like
He has a white and blue stripes on his face.
Spawn clown. No, they're showing this as a porkly thing.
Him.
No, it's skinny. It looks like Malbogia. This one! This one! The thing behind the clown. It's the thing behind the clown. That thing.
That's Tremor.
Well, they didn't show me that. Didn't show me that.
Didn't I tell you with the hook? Skinny
Yes.
Hook?
Yeah, here we go. There we go. He says it's Tremor. That's what it looks like. They work as a pair. Do you have living human children in your home? Oh, so the clown turns into Tremor? He's with his dad. That's perfect. Perfect. Does he come to the house? they're looking for a child. They're looking for a child. I don't know what they're wanting to do. Um, has your son has your son been having a hard time if he's there with you? Okay. So he doesn't want to come to your house. He's very sensitive. He's a very special child. Are you aware of how gifted he is? Thank you, Susan. Do you know how gifted he is? Um, you have to clear your house. You have to. Uh, what? We would have to close that portal. Hold on. Is that like northern? Um, give me 1 second. I need to know the actual area. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Do you own that house? Do you own where you live? Or are you just renting? I knew it. I knew it. This is Native American stuff, man. Um, yeah, no, it doesn't want you to communicate with me. This is Native American stuff. I'm not saying Native Americans are somehow malicious or bad or evil or any of that. There were certain things that were done to protect the region that you're in. There was a lot of atrocities done to the native peoples in that area. Mm. Um, these are what I call golems. It's don't bring your son to your house. Don't bring him to your house. Um, Ishi, ooh, hold on. Oh, fucking A. That's what I needed to know. Ishi is a household name in Northern California where school children have been taught for 85 years that he was the last Yahi of the group of the Yana Indians. Shit. So here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I tell you. there were certain souls that were allowed to come together to incarnate as certain tribal peoples. Okay, Yana is not a just a random word. I don't know if you were watching earlier. I had spoke about blue flame Yana. That's a very high level, very, very high level soul of service. Girl. You might not want grandkids there either. You have to protect the children. This is not a doing of the native peoples, a tribe. This is a consequence of what was done to the tribe. This is a form of protection for the tribe and the land that was taken from them. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. How long has this been going on? Because I get that they're not quite aggressive yet. It's almost like this sense of they're trying to be as minimally noticed as possible until they get whatever information they need in order to implement an actual plan. But they have the ability to become very, very aggressive in a very negative way. When you saw me get quiet a few moments ago, that's because it was trying to claw at me. You've been there 4 years and your husband 30. Has he experienced anything there until you arrived? Did it just begin when you arrived? Not to say that it's your fault, but did you just begin to experience things? Did he just begin to experience activity like an uptick when you arrived? Yes, okay. I'm not sure what you're typing. Can you retype it? You always feel so tired. Draining you. They're draining you. I mean, it could be closed, but I'll be honest, I don't like to interfere with Native American things. Having lived so many lives as First Nation, I don't like to interfere with the things that they've done. Let me go back to your original. Okay. Danielle, you know, if he's been there 30 years, I don't know that he would want to leave. Can you offer a peace offering? Well, what the two children in the house are, they're not native. It's like something got distorted and then you caught its attention. Again, not your fault. Definitely try multiple peace offerings, multiple, not just one. Multiple peace offerings, making sure you take care of the land, clean the area. If you have a lot of clutter outside, organize that, clean it up. I don't know that. So the the children that you see, are they blonde? Is at least one of them blonde? There was a fire and 2 kids died. There's some fucked up shit happening there. I'll be real honest. It's like multiple layers of things, multiple layers. It's almost as though whatever hurt that occurred, well, no, it's not almost, this is what happened. Whatever hurt that's occurred on that land, I'm assuming it's the makeup of the soil. It's storing everything. It's storing everything. I don't know what your soil is made of, but the crystalline structure of the soil particles are allowing for everything to be stored. And so what happened with the native peoples and their attempt to protect the land, what once began as a form of protection and self-defense and preservation, was quickly distorted into some really nasty things. Really, this is not just a Native American thing. It's not. That's a portion of it. I think whatever it was, it used some sort of portal to enter. I wouldn't mess with the land. I definitely wouldn't mess with the land. You start shoving things in the land like that, I guarantee you'll start pissing things off real good. Real good. And whatever's happening in your home right now, expect more. Definitely expect more. Expect an increase in everything. You're taking copper and you're sticking it into sacred soil. You're stabbing Mother Earth. See how that goes with the native energy. Copper is a conduit. You stick copper in the ground near a portal, you're bringing that portal directly to where you're at. It leaves an imprint of your energy. So now that copper is basically teleporting it right to you. So, I mean, I don't want to tell you guys to leave if he's been there for 30 years. Try the peace offerings. Try a bunch of them. Plant as much as you can. I'm being told something with the birds. I don't know what kind of birds are native there, but start feeding the birds. Something about the birds can bring the message to creator. So planting birds. Hold on. Okay. Let me just see how close you are to the axiotonal lines. How far are you from Shasta? Smudging can help. Danielle, you know what? Can you just stop? This is a reading for Danielle, okay? Just stop. Danielle, you might feel like surging energy in your body. I have to test and see how far you are from one of the tertiary lines that come out of a seal near Shasta, okay? Just breathe very deep and very slow, okay, Danielle? Um, Danielle, how do you feel right now? Is there a sudden like stillness?
Shaky.
Okay. I figured out what it's trying to do. So it's piggybacking off of Native American stuff regarding the land. This is not Native American stuff. It cloaks as the two children who were lost in the fire. It is not the two children. Um, I'm being told to tell you the two children are in fact being protected by the native energies. Okay, they're being protected. This has nothing to do with the children. The children are fine. What this has to do with, you have a partial. So with metaphysical things, with abilities, gifts, all of that thing, it's passed from mother to child through the mitochondria. Okay, you can trace someone's lineage all the way up through their mitochondria. Within your mitochondria is an encodement that's very special. It's a very, very special coding. You're probably not aware of it. Okay. Um, I'm told that's all I need to say about the coding, but you gifted that to your son, and the way his coding presents, he has the ability to unlock certain codes. They're looking for him to be able to, they've created a false tertiary um, line to try and access what is in Shasta. They're trying to do some sort of hostile takeover of that grid in Shasta. They need him to unlock that. They can't use you because much of what you had was left turned off. For him, it's turned on. They need him to do it. Do not let him go to that house. Don't, not even for a visit, nothing. They're trying to harvest his code. They're trying to clone it so that they can enter. Um, okay. So Telos is within Mount Shasta, right? It's fifth dimensional frequency. They're attempting to. Okay, this sounds all crazy and everything. Um, so Adama of Telos, you can be exposed to the influence of entities by using the axiotonal approaches. This is some real important, real sensitive stuff. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. What's going on is that humanity is anchored in the fifth dimension. A lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people in the spiritual community think, oh, we're trying to go to 5D. We're already in the 5D, but we're experiencing all of the dimensions beneath the fifth dimension. So right now, with everything that's going on in society, all of this is trauma-induced accretion. The accretion of high frequencies is pulling us up to prepare to anchor us in the sixth dimension so we can begin experiencing life with fifth dimensional consciousness. All I can say is your son is special. And it's important that he's not exposed to that. This is not Native American stuff. This is something very, very intense. Do you know any Native peoples? Do you know any true shamans? I'm not talking about people who paid to have a shamanic certificate. I mean real shamans, the lineage, where they learned from the tribal elder who served as shaman. Do you know anyone like that? Can you find someone like that? If you can find someone like that that you can trust, they might be able to help you figure out a way for the land to protect your son. I don't believe your son's in any real danger, but I do believe he is a person of interest for not so good things. And it's important that he's not accessed. Like whatever happens to him, I feel strongly that energetically speaking, he'll rebound very quickly. How old is he? And I'm being told don't begin an argument with your husband about leaving. You have to first take a moment to allow yourself to wrap your mind around all of this stuff, see how it resonates, see if maybe there's certain things where you feel like it's not accurate, what I've said, and then make a decision together. It's important that you and your husband continue to have a very united, very solid foundational, not foundation, a very solid, united relationship. Okay? They want, don't, what I'm saying is not cause for you to just pack your bags and leave the house. That's not realistic and it's not reasonable. He has been there for 30 years. He knows the land. You two need to have a very united stance. You guys have to, they're trying to break you guys up. Yes. Because that creates instability for you and it makes it much more difficult for you to support your son. I'm not saying stay with your husband because you can gain from him. I'm saying the two of you are together for a reason. You're together for a reason. Don't allow this to create some sort of wedge or instability just because. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you guys were already having relationship struggles. That's something completely different. But if this is going to be the reason relationship problems begin, don't allow that. You know, talk, communicate, express your need, your fear, whatever it is. Give him time to process. You might not even have to leave. You never know. You might not have to leave. You might find someone local that can assist you, help you better understand and figure out something that will best serve everyone involved. Okay? But do not bring your son to that house. You know, I'm not saying don't see your son. I'm saying spend time somewhere else. And he can feel it too. Oh. I'm not sure what you wrote. Though. Okay. So I hope that helps. I mean, I could potentially try and help with some sort of session, but I'm going to be really honest. I think your focus should be local. Finding someone local that that has integrity. Okay. I think if you can find a local shaman, and again, I'm not talking about someone who paid at a retreat to get a certificate, so now they're shaman. That's I'm sure I just stepped on a bunch of toes right now, but they can consider themselves whatever they want. That's not what you need. What you need is someone with direct bloodline lineage of shamanic energy. direct bloodline. I'm not talking about any kind of certificate. This is encoded in their blood. That's who you need. Okay. I hope that helps. Let me see. You're welcome, Danielle. Okay. So no. That's done. Yay! We're done. We're done. We're really, really done. Go ahead, Dan. Your beatbox. So yeah, we're just done. I don't want to do anymore. I'm sorry. I'll do it for readings, and then we will see if I can be live on Sunday. I have to work. I have to teach my workshop again Sunday. Yeah. So I'll see you guys Thursday. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Join me when I'm live. Join me when I'm live. Bye, guys.